Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pine Leaf. I have arrived to the gates of Mirkwood, where Gandalf apparently gave some departing words to not lead the past. Now, I guess I'll have some opening words from him. Hello there.
The forest gate is open, and our path to the Beorning lands is clear.
That is good. If we do not tarry, we should reach the Bjorning Hoose today. The Vale of Anduin are home to a number of hardy folk Pine Leaf. The woodsmen make their homes on the edge of the forest. You will find them rustic and superstitious, but do not mistake either of these qualities for weakness. To dwell within the shadow of Mirkwood for so long has made them strong, and while the wood now has a fairer name, the woodmen endured when it was not. Grimbeorn's folk, the Beornings, have also weathered hardships in the Vales. Long ago they learned the secret art of skin changing, and other denizens of the Vale hunted them nearly to extinction. But they survived, and now they are a sturdy folk, slow to trust outsiders, but worthy allies of those who they name friend. Let us go to the Bjorning who's southwest of here, and see if Grimbjorn will count us among the lucky number. Well, oh, we can only hope, right? It appears that we also have Legolos here.
It is good to see you again.
Leaf, it's good to see you again. My father has sent me to the Vales of Anduin to resolve a trade dispute. When King Thranduil declared no one leave to enter Eris Lasglen, trade between the elves and the Beornings was halted. Now he wishes to resume the trade, for elves, men, and dwarves all rely upon this. The security of the North depends upon the Beornings and their willingness to trade. If you and Gandalf are headed to see Grimbjorn, perhaps you could speak to him of reopening of trade between the Beornings and the elves. If there is one fact that I know of Grimbjorn, it is that he does not welcome guests. Wonderful. If we were to all greet him together, the task I was sent for would surely fail. Alright, fine. I will. I will speak to him, but apparently I first need to get to the Bjorninghoose. This is apparently the Bjorninghoose. The Protectors of the Vales. The horses have gone to tell Bjorn of the arrival of strangers. Alright, horses. The sound of bees and sweet smell of clover welcome you. Oh, that's good to hear. I guess I'll welcome the stable master.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
Right. And here is Grimbjorn. Let's see if he bites my head off.
You say this is Gandalf? This does not look like the Gandalf I know.
Do you expect me to welcome you to my home, Pine Leaf? These days are dire enough without wizards and their traveling companies darkening my doorsteps. Why should I make room for the two of you, and whatever trouble likely follows behind? You say this is Gandalf? Tell me no such lies. I've met Gandalf, and this cannot be he. Gandalf is a man old and bent, dressed in gray. Kind in temperament is he, and not like this imperious stranger. Gandalf? Bah! If this is truly Gandalf, I say that trouble follows him wherever he goes, and these days are dire enough already without such as he darkening my doorstep. I will take care of my own land first. If you will stay in my home, you will have the poorest rooms and the smallest servings at dinner, and in all other things you will come second and last. Is that understood? Be glad I do not turn you away, as is my right, but I'm feeling generous.
This lodging is not without cost.
I will allow you to stay, for I know the dangers that lie beyond my walls, and I will not make you face them alone. But I do not give you these lodgings for free. It will cost you nothing in coin. Rather, the price will be the sweat of your brow. Many are the tasks that I need doing, and in return for a safe place to stay, you will see them done. Very good. The road through my lands has become choked in some places with brush. Clear 4 patches of brush, and you will have made a decent start on opening the way. We always have need of flint and firewood. Gather 4 suitable logs and search patches of soil until you find 3 pieces of flint. Orcs and wargs have been troubling my family ever since my sire came down from the mountains. Slay 4 orcs and 3 wargs, and let them know that these lands are not safe for them. That will be a start, Pineleaf. That is my price. Speak to Gandalf and learn if he appreciates this favor. Well,
Grimbeorn does not appreciate surprises.
I got that impression, yes. 4 patches of brush and logs for firewood, 3 pieces of flint, and this is not to mention the paltry number of orcs and wargs he asked you to slay in the field and meads around his home. Grimbeorn, like his sire before him, does not appreciate surprises. Oh, he will warm up to them in time, but at the outset he looks upon the unexpected arrival with disapproval. You will need to trust me, Pineleaf. If Grimbeorn asks you to clear 4 patches of brush, you should instead clear 8. If he asks you for 3 pieces of flint, I suggest that you bring him 6. In point of fact, I think you should double the quantities of every task that he set before you. Why? Let me just say that it is important for us to get on the right side of the boarding house master. You will thank me first, when all is said and done. Right. What about that other quest?
My decision still stands.
Yes, that's right. My decision has nothing to do with the King of the Green Leaves and everything to do with my people. However, I permit you to stay for as long as you need. I am not unkind, and besides, I just give you a lot of work to do.
The darkness has spread across the mountains.
It spread into the formerly peaceful valleys, and these lands of mine are no exception. Orcs and wargs spy on my people from amongst the trees. Goblins creep from their holes in greater numbers than ever before. Even the beasts and the wood are angered, not just by strangers, but by me, once their trusted friend and companions. Speak to my kin in the vales, and every one of my people will confirm that I speak the truth, and that it needs addressing. Once you have spoken to them, journey north to the edge of the flood fells, and find signs of the danger that creeps ever nearer to my home. Right. And what does Geerta have to say?
Today is a good day in the wilds.
Look about you and tell me what you see. You see peace. You see safety. It is not easily won, and even less easily kept. My husband Grimbeorn fought many battles to make it so, and he has shown no sign of stopping at any day soon. Let the darkness beware. I am Geerta, matron of the Bjorninghus. My husband and your kin will fight to protect this way of life from each danger that threatens. If you search for such dangers, you will find them nearby. Alright. What does she want me to do?
Today is a good day in the wilds.
Listen to the buzzing of bees. Watch as they trundle about. Those big bees belong to Grimbeard by name only, for they are the descendants of the bees raised by his sire Bjorn, and they are cared for by all of us. In return, they give us beeswax for candles, amongst other wares. So I need to bring Lavender to attend the bees. Of course.
Some days ago, I sent Harscore to the wood's edge with a wagon of provisions.
Have the
But he
wizards?
has not returned.
Have the wizards told you much about the woodsmen? Before you came to the Vales, their settlement of Hootfeast was beset by wargs and goblins come down from the mountains. Its fences were splintered, and his houses were singed with goblin fire, but Hootfist endured. Alas, it proved a costly victory. Many hale men and a few of my kin were slain by the goblins, and now the chieftain of the woodsmen, Reekmar, fears that he must face this tragedy on his own. He will not, and I have promised him my aid. My kin have served as guardians of the woodsmen for many years, and it is time of great need for the Reekmar's people. With many of his hunters slain, his people grow hungry. Worse still, he lacks the men of defense his people should the fences of Hotfist fall to the goblins. Some days ago I sent one of my kin, Harscore, to the wood's edge with a wagon of provisions, but he has not returned, and he is needed here amongst us. I can spare no others for this task, and you have proven yourselves trustworthy in my eyes, even before you've done all those tasks I sent you out for. Deliver my message to Harscore, and aid Reekmar and his people as best you can. Perhaps he has remained in Hootfist for reasons of his own, but it is time that he returned home. Right. Okie dokie, and what else have we got here? Oh, yes. It looks like we've got a couple of those, but I have here a 116 legendary tracery. I really should see what this is. Defiant challenge, damage return. Defiant challenge, damage return. Do I have that one? I don't know, it seems like a strange one too. I don't know yet whether I want to keep that one or not. I guess I'll just have to hang on to it for a little while and then decide what to do. Oh, I probably should at some point head out and... Do I have any script? Not much. Well, that explains why I haven't upgraded my items yet. Well, I'll have to do something about that. But right now, I guess I have a couple more people to speak with. Sterkist.
Is there no end to our troubles?
Greetings, Pineleaf. I have not left the Bjorninghus since I returned from Mirkwood. Lonkhar's stories about the wolf dens have filled me with caution, and I do not plan to venture past the vineyard. Well, alright. Well, speaking of that, what do you need me to do then?
Here you come bearing bad news.
Yes, I've run into something of a snag with one of my tasks, and I tell you that it may be a sign of something much worse. I have been keeping to the safety of the Bjorninghus ever since the recent troubles, and I'm feeling the cows seemed enough to keep them here. All the animals have now been fed, save one, for Honeybell is gone. It may be time to save one indeed. Honeybell maybe just wandered off, but if she has gone further than I would like when we're searching, alright?
Good to see you again. How goes the adventures?
Yes. Ooh, my. Sounds like a rather harrowing experience there. Oh, Lockhart will want to see you. Alright, fine. I will have to go with that. That says to travel to Vegbar. Alright, fine. So, what next? I guess I have couple more people to speak with. And here's one of them right over here. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, okay. I see. He's standing in the middle of the plot in the one safe area.
We live off the land, as we always have.
I was shown kindness by the elves of Felaggoth, as I would have not expected. I told Grimbeorn my story of the foes that ambushed me, and of the evil that lurks within the elf woods. They say that they have cleansed the forest, but I hold that no Bjorning should take that risk. It is still Mirkwood to me. And what does he need me to do?
The life of honor is one well lived.
Collect wheat, seeds, and honey. Fine. That just means one more to speak with to finish off the intro quest. What do you need? She can't be a Bjorning. She doesn't look a thing like a Bjorn. Maybe she has come from Gondor and is planning to marry one of the Bjornings or something like that, and hasn't completely adopted their styles yet. I mean, she doesn't even look like one of the wood folk. She looks a bit like a Gondorian, if you ask me.
The Bjornings once made safe the Riverlands.
I'm called Varthmoth. I have recently come home after traveling in the Misty Mountains, where my people once lived. Alas for the dwarves and the orcs, for their wars drove us out, and now it is no longer safe to return. Pox on the cursed halls of Moria. So many evils have come out of the darkness of that place, and now the mountains are lost to us. I do not know if it will ever be safe to return there. Well, who knows? Alright, so I need to gather lots and lots and lots of stuff. I did find this quest a little bit strange. It asked me to gather seeds, to gather wheat, and to gather honey. Why am I gathering honey out in the wild if he has all those bees that are probably making a pretty decent supply of it? Oh, sometimes you just can't figure out the logic of a quest. Or at least I can't. What was this? A veil gnat swarm. They will swat it like a gnat. And those gnats seem to have a rather large ring that they're wearing. Why? I don't know. But there you go. Veil flies and gnat swarms. Wonderful. Pesky bugs. Well, time to do some debugging, I guess. And yep, more of these. They came all this way to swat flies and gnats and similar things, and to find seeds and to collect. Wait, these things are tough. I really need to upgrade my weapon. I think I need to do that. I'll see what I can do between episodes. Oh, here's a fly. Hi there. How'd you like to spar a little bit? Well, alright. Well, even if you don't like it, we're sparring anyway. Alright, now. Where are we? Vale's branches? Well, looks like I have some searching to do. I think I found where the wargs are located. Hello! You got Grimbeorn upset, so he's asked me to kill a few of you. Although I can understand the history that the wargs and Bjornings have together, I suppose that explains why he would like to see Well, tells me to kill 3, and Gandalf says, "Oh, let's add another 3," as if that was nothing. All right. He just died so I could get back. All right. Ooh. And I'll take your hide while I'm at it. Maybe Grimbjorn will like it. Oh. Well, hello. Yeah, I was burning your dinner. What do you say about that? No wonder wargs don't like fire. If people go around burning their meals... Hold on. What's this up ahead? Does that look like a cowbell? That better not be a cowbell. What are you going around stealing cattle for? Well, let's see how... Well, let's make sure that's not too recent of a cowbell, because otherwise, I'm sure someone's going to be upset. And you don't want to get the Bjornings upset, right? Even if you're a warg. That's most definitely a cowbell. Well, so much for Honeybell. Well, I guess I'm going to have to deliver some bad news when I return for the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.